Welcome to A Fine Podcast with Amanda and
Joseph, yes. We are taking a little blast into the past.
yes, we're going a little bit back in time because we couldn't resist.
Yeah, we never got a full chance to really review the season 9 of Love is Blind, so
And if we would have missed that, that would have been a true shame because so many things happened.
and not so many things happened.
Yeah, not too many marriages, but a lot of trauma
A lot of wasted time.
on everybody's part.
Yeah.
But at least some good life lessons came out of all the fun.
Yeah, maybe each of them can take this and hopefully apply this to their next
Relationship.
Or yeah, at least they maybe hopefully know what they are looking more for, I guess, in someone. So
It's true. You live and you learn.
yeah, I mean, it was I don't know, quite a crapshoot, but
Yeah, I think that's a good kind of word, crap shoot, which is interesting. But it's a good way to describe
crapshoot or crapshoot.
crap shoot.
I thought it was crab. I was thinking because of like the game Crabs.
You said crab shoot?
No, I said crapshoot, but then I was
Oh.
like, wait a second, I think it's crabs shoot. I don't know,
Oh, I don't think so.
like a crab shoot. I don't know. I don't know where the phrase comes from. I don't know. It popped in my head. I don't know if I'm using it. right.
Creatures of the sea. Fun. But this season definitely was one of the messiest seasons to come out of the Love is Blind franchise.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, season 10 on the horizon now. It'll be interesting to see if, maybe not much. But I don't know. I just almost kind of wonder, right? I feel like this almost hurts the show's reputation at this point. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just too analytical about it or something, right? But just to be able to produce nobody who matched, I don't know. It just kind of feels like a pretty big loss for the.
It helps. It does not help you believe in the joy of the experiment.
But I don't know, right? I mean, I know, some people, well, and with the new season, right, a little bit older, maybe some of that will help. But I guess, not everyone's going to have this intention for the love aspect, right? I think some of it's for the show. And so even
Going on to
still, you
be
could probably get
an
some people
influencer.
going. Yeah, right. Or definitely do something to that effect. But, and so, is it really going to probably deter a bunch of people from like coming on to the show? Maybe not, but
Yeah. So hopefully we have some people in this upcoming season who are very serious about finding love. And we reviewed a little bit of the cast and what's to come in a previous episode. So we're excited about season 10. We have hope. We think that somebody's going to match, right?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's always like fingers crossed that they at least get someone to match.
Fingers
but
crossed.
Yeah, because
I don't think it can get as bad as this season, but
yeah, I mean, I'd be stunned. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would really take them to the drawing board if they had 2 seasons in a row where nobody matched. But
okay, if they did, then I say it's time that they start this golden Love is Blind franchise where we have older people and it's like the golden bachelor and bachelorette.
Yeah.
That would be really entertaining.
Yeah.
But I guess in a way, season 9 was still entertaining. People enjoyed it.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's still, for a lot of people, right? It's still the spectacle of watching. And maybe not that many people even care to see the end result, right? Or that people actually get together. It's just the entertainment of watching these people's lives. But
it's true. So we had a lot of couples, and we thought the best way to review season 9 would not be by recapping each episode, but rather recapping each couple in each video that we do. So today, tell them who we are looking at first.
Glasses Boy and Allie.
Anton and Allie. We thought we could go over some of their main points that we had,
Yeah.
some of their significant moments.
Yes, indeed. I call him Glasses Boy because he constantly had the glasses like on top of his head.
Okay, that was a big thing with Anton. Let's talk about that. Right when it was about to be the reveal moment, he put his seeing eyeglasses on top of his head, and then he was squinting to see Allie.
Yeah, this was very weird. I didn't really understand that.
Wouldn't you want your full vision to see your future wife?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot his glasses were on top of his head. I have done that before with myself, so.
I think he was just so nervous. It was like, oh gosh, it's coming up, and then he
Yeah,
just
it's in
did
the
a thing.
moment.
And
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, but yeah, it was just kind of.
But that was pure craziness.
Yeah.
Let me strain my eyesight to see my fiance. So let's start from the top here. They were the first couple to get engaged in the pods after bonding over a lot of things that they had in common. So some things that they bonded over, they both learned English as a second language at age 8. They both worked at McDonald's as teenagers, and they both shortened their names to be a part of the American culture easier. So do you feel like Anton was agreeing with Allie with a lot of things like, oh, me too, me too, me too?
Yeah, some of it just.
Seemed like too much they had in common. Like, how could it be possible?
Yeah.
I got the feeling he was like, all right, I just need to like agree on a lot of these things.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was like, I don't know if he was just in this state where he really just wanted to get matched up or because I don't know. I mean, maybe it was genuine, but it did kind of feel like, wow, that's a lot of things to really not have a difference on or something.
Me too. Me too. At the exact ages, they all did the same things. They had the same job.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't know. It could be one of those things where it's just like almost coincidental. It's how crazy it is, but yeah,
By chance.
right.
But they produced like the least amount of screen time from the pods, it seemed. They just meshed really well. They got along.
Because I bet probably the producers didn't have much to. There wasn't that much, entertaining stuff for them. It's pretty with him just agreeing with it all. There probably wasn't much to even show there.
So they shortened it, and they were the first couple to see each other.
Right. Yeah.
I think it looked a lot faster than probably what it was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They just kind of like sped through them
Yeah.
in their beginning moments.
I feel like they always have a couple that they do
speed
that
through
with.
like that, right?
Yeah. Like I don't know when that, especially I guess after like the Joey and Monica one always comes to mind when I think of like the one they speed through, right? Because theirs they kind of sped through, but it could be I guess too, right? That maybe they
the
really
same
weren't
type of
talking that
situation.
many other people, right? It was just the two of them, and then they just clicked, and then voila, like that was
I
it.
think that's what they want you to believe.
Or yeah, I mean, it very well could be, yeah. But I don't know. I always I felt like they were that one where they just kind of rushed them quickly through, like, hey, they got in, let's go.
Right. And I think you always have to be skeptical of these rushed ones because it looks like, wow, they're a perfect match. They're just perfect in every way. There's no way they're saying no at the altar. But like with Joey and Monica,
Well, right.
that crashed and burned as well. So,
Well, and I think too, well, I will say at least there's like the progression definitely kind of felt like towards the end, I was like, oh, this they're in pretty shaky waters.
which one? Joey and
No,
Monica?
or Anton and
Anton and Allie.
yeah.
The problems soon began after the pods. And one of the problems involved a conversation with Anton's friend and his girlfriend. And Allie and his girlfriend went to the restroom. And do you think that his girlfriend thought that the microphones like wouldn't be picking up their conversation if they're like using the restroom together? Because this is when she told Allie some crucial information about how Anton and his buddy love to go to the strip club together. She broke the news here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
You would kind of think like, oh, maybe they're turning these off because they're not going to record me going to the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just did it with that, or I guess I could also see myself forgetting that I even have it on or something, like the camera or the mic. But
She didn't say it out in the open. She
I
said it
mean,
in the
right.
restroom.
Regardless, yeah, it is. I guess I don't know. Makes it kind of feel strange that it was disclosed in the restroom versus like just I don't know quickly using it rather than stepping outside of the restaurant or something and then
Maybe she
having a
didn't even want to
conversation. But
have this dramatic conversation on the
it,
camera, but
or yeah, I mean maybe it was trying to be off air about it, but of course it
came on.
right. But yeah, I mean it could have very well been that. It's just a heads up for Allie to kind of really know what she's getting herself
Right.
into.
Which I can appreciate a moment of honesty like that.
Oh, sure,
Like, thank
absolutely.
goodness
Yeah.
that she told her that. So she knows what to look out for.
Sure, it'd be great to get an insight from
Anybody who knows him
a close
prior.
friend or
Right.
yeah, to get a little more context about how he really is.
Right. And I think she said that he just went to some strip clubs right before this experiment. So,
Right, yeah, it gave this big illusion of almost, really was questioning why he would kind of come on this show.
or is he going to do this in the future with his
Right.
pals?
Yeah, well, because I think they talked about doing it, or like, the friend went with him. We already had the wife, which was like strange, but
She's probably mad about that too.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, nonetheless, this was all really kind of, I think, through Allie, caught her by surprise with everything. But I think, absolutely, I think it's great that she was able to learn of that. So
You know what? I think that was really helpful information for her to have. I bet she really appreciated it. Something I was a little shocked about was we didn't see her actually confront Anton about this a great deal. So I think it was just information she's like digesting, and that probably led to her decision to say no.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel like there's much need. I guess she could have mentioned it, but I mean, I guess
Like, hey, is this true? Do
I,
you really
I
go
don't
to
know.
strip clubs with your friends?
Right. Well, it was, I guess, with it being so soon, right, to go to something like this, and then, are you really interested in a lifelong commitment then? But yeah, I mean, I don't think I would need to necessarily like address him about it. I mean, I guess it was just nice to know it, and
Okay, if you heard that about your significant other, you wouldn't bring it up.
I mean, I guess if maybe eventually, or yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it'd be
Like, hey, you think it's fun to go see
no, but then
people?
right, I don't know if maybe she felt like she was going to betray that person's trust, the
Or maybe she
wife's
just
trust or
she already
something.
made her mind
'Cause
up at
then it
this
could,
point.
yeah, because then it could be too right, where then Anton would go like yell at his friend's wife or something, be like, why would you tell her all these things
I
about me,
guess,
like
but why would he do it?
trying
So,
to make me look bad in front of her or something, and then I don't know.
red flag for Anton.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean that was great. I mean, I didn't think there was much need for at least yet. I don't know if things got heated later, then you could maybe I don't know, but
I feel like if I heard that about you and we had a wedding day coming up in a couple weeks, I don't know if I'd like sit on that and just say, "Oh yeah, if this comes up in the future, I guess I'll bring it up."
well,
Maybe I'd ask you like an inquisitive question, like why, or like what was the circumstance, and do you plan on
yeah,
going
or
again?
I guess unless he is bringing up like, hey, me and my friend are gonna go out or something to the place, and then maybe you kind of bring it up like, oh,
You would wait
is
for
this gonna be a
someone for
thing?
him to bring it up.
Well, I don't know if it's more of like, was this just a thing in the past, right? Because, or is this going to be a continual thing? And then that could be more of,
A bigger red flag.
yeah. I guess because I don't know. You're gonna bring it up and you just be like, oh, of course, I was just enjoying my single life before I one last, I don't know, crazy thing
No,
before
I think they said he went often to strip clubs.
Was okay, yeah, good.
Or like him and
Maybe
his
it
friends
was
like to
that, yeah.
frequent strip clubs or something.
I remembered it was recent. I can't remember if it was a whole bunch or not. Maybe, yeah. I guess well, yeah. I guess if it was, I was thinking it more of like they went this
But it's a
once,
person
but
who finds that fun
right.
to do.
This was a recurring
So
thing, which yeah, I think you're
so you
right.
think like
Maybe
one
they
time, yeah, I love going to my strip club one time to live up my
no, I
single
mean
life.
that'd definitely be weird. But if it, if he brought it up and then right about going again, and then okay, is this going to be some recurring thing? Because this is not going to go well in the marriage. But
Okay, well that was a huge, huge thing that didn't really get brought up again, but definitely contributed, I think, to her.
I mean, at
leaving the
least showed
show.
no. I guess one plus for him was he at least showed no interest in going while they were together. At least I guess.
Right.
I don't know, maybe he went the day after they they broke up. But.
Maybe the wedding day he frequented the strip club, and thereafter. So
Yeah, he's wiping his tears on $1 bills.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure that's what he was doing. Him and his buddy.
That's how he was like consoling him after the.
Some dancing really consoled him after.
Yeah.
But another thing that kind of broke Allie's ability to say yes to Anton was the drinking. Drinking became a large topic, and drinking in the morning, which this part was like a little, his life is all backwards, right? And so is hers because they both work night shifts. So then they're getting off of their night shift, whereas some people might have a drink or two after work.
Well, that was right to where they kind of meshed was right because yeah, they both did night shift, which was kind of nice, right? Because
That is nice
I
to
think
have
if-
someone else doing that. Yeah.
yeah, if one's in the day, one's in the night, I feel like your schedules would be very hard.
But then they come home in the morning. And he said, okay, it's time to drink. And he says, oh, I always have like a couple beers when I get off of my shift.
Well, I noticed this kind of earlier on. I feel like too. It might have been one of the first times they had where they were together. Where he was. I don't know, getting the drink after that. I mean, it's weird, right? Because you'd say, oh, well, of course, like after a normal day, right? Everyone. It would not seem so weird, right? If it was
Like
a
5
day
o'clock,
shift
6
and then-
o'clock,
right.
and you're at home.
Yeah,
Just worked a long day and you're having like a couple beers or
right.
a glass of wine or something.
Yeah,
Sure, I'm sure normal people do that.
right. But because it's this night shift,
It just seems a little bit abnormal. At
right.
7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, you're cracking open beers and having tequila sunrises and all this other stuff. So
yeah. Which I mean, I guess right. I mean, it's just their whole schedule is just upside down, right? Because
Yeah.
they're
well, he can't drink
working through the
before he
night.
goes into work. So
right. For him, it's weird to drink when other people would
you would
normally
think-
would be.
maybe in this situation, you just like have a drink on your day off or something. I don't know. Because
Right.
then she mentioned like, it's going to be hard for me to try to go to sleep if I'm drinking right before I go to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was yeah, and well, she had noticed a lot too from the even the honeymoon thing too, right? Like
he drank a lot.
yeah,
And even not during, right when you come home from work, she asked him like, hey, we had a lot of alcohol in the fridge and now it's almost all gone. Did you drink this? Like, when did you drink this? And he was like, huh. And he had to go like look at the fridge to see, even though he knows it's gone. And he
Yeah.
was like, well, I had a friend come over, and we had some together. And she's like, you had that much?
I think then they mentioned they had like a whole handle of tequila or
Yeah,
vodka or
it was all
something,
gone.
and then yeah, she was like,
And like a 12-pack of something that was pretty much
Right.
gone.
and he's like, oh, it was like half drink or something, and she was like, no, it was like a brand new thing.
It's a brand new bottle. We just opened it up.
Yeah,
Well, she said their lifestyles differ greatly because she doesn't have drinks when she gets off of her shift in the morning. But now she doesn't drink this much.
right.
In
Well,
general.
and the vacationing and everything, right? She already mentioned she did, having a lot more than what she would normally in the real world, right? And then
So then now that they're in the real world,
Yeah.
Anton didn't
this
back
is
off.
Basically the same.
Yeah, it's basically the
same.
same because
Yeah.
he drank a lot on the trip and then he just kept the party going there. And she's like, I can't keep up with this, which I don't blame her. It's like, oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And the whole drinking in the morning before you go to sleep, I don't know how you go to sleep after that. That seems very troublesome, though.
Well, I mean, it's no different than if you drink at night and then you go to bed.
Well, that's true,
But
but
it's just because it's right. It's just this weird, because it's just for us, it's totally flip side, right? I
right.
mean, it's just strange. But I mean, for them, right, in their routine, it's no different than what ours would be.
It's
But
just like hard to understand, I guess. But
yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's strange. I feel like I don't know if I, had to work through the night or something, or I mean, I don't know. I've done that some, but it's like hard to imagine myself wanting to. I feel like I'd just be so tired to
Yeah, I mean, I
go
feel
to
like
sleep
that's
right
the
away.
normal feeling. Like, I'm
Yeah.
exhausted. Let me drink some water, make sure, I have everything I need to just get my bed ready. I wouldn't want anything messing with my routine to
Yeah.
try to get to bed.
Right.
Okay, so it was the bottle of tequila and two 12 packs of beer. That's what
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Well.
And then there were a few things about their core values that didn't really line up, about raising a family, what their future goals are.
Well, and actually, I meant to go back. I was going to mention too. This is why too. I think all the agreeing in the pod felt weird, because it was like there's all this commonality in the pod, and then when they kind of went into the real world, it was like really not as much things, or
Yeah, it was like as soon as they burst out of the pods, it was like, oh wow, we're really
just
not
very
the
different
same.
people. Yeah.
Besides working that night shift.
Right. Yeah.
Remember the conversation about the ring on the trip? About how he said he spent $5,000 on the ring, and she said, "Well, I would expect you to at least pay $10,000."
Oh, right. Yeah, because she was. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the? Didn't he want like a housewife, and she wanted to do a career?
Yeah, it was. Well, because she was also going to school, I think, too, or wanted to try to. She was in the medical field, but wanted to try to kind of
Go back to school for the next year and a half.
right to advance down that, and he was looking more of kind of just a stay at home with the kids and everything. And so yeah, there was. I mean, yeah, just kind of like what you're saying, just their ideas of what their future looked like together was varying, and just had different ideas.
So then it was wedding day. And then Anton actually said, I do. And Allie said, I absolutely cannot. This is crazy.
Yeah, this I don't know. Anton almost just kind of felt it was almost like he was just kind of doing it to go through the motion,
Yeah,
or
I
just
think so.
he just wanted it so bad or something that he was just willing to make it happen, even if it wasn't really the greatest idea.
Because even so, they had like post wedding interviews, and Anton said, like, I really don't know what I would have done if she would have said yes too.
Yeah, like the whole thing just kind of felt
Strange.
Yeah, yeah, which I applaud her for saying no, because I think absolutely they would have never, I think,
Would've been
long
terrible.
term made it together. I have to say the moment that was where his mother, Anton's mother, went in to see Allie. And then
Yeah.
she was trying to feel. Remember, she was trying to kind of feel her
Oh,
out
yeah.
about what her answer was going to be, and there, of course, they probably
They have to have a mystery,
hid whatever.
but yeah.
But she definitely seemed uneasy there
Yeah.
with it, which kind of like gave some clues, like, oh, maybe this is a no go. But yeah, no, I mean, I thought them, and really, I mean, all of them, right? But if any of these say yes, then I guarantee by the reunion they've got to be
Broken up.
Yeah.
So Allie said to him, I can't be your wife. I feel like the person that I fell in love with in the pods isn't the person I got to experience in real life. I'm so sorry. Which goes back to what you said. They really lined up in the pods, and as soon as they got out, it was just like totally difference between
which
the
is
two of them.
just, I don't know. I just felt Anton was almost just wanting something, just like no matter what, even if it really wasn't a great fit. But yeah, nonetheless, I think they've got some better ideas of what they want in people, and hopefully they can find somebody better for each other.
That's true. I hope that they can. Well, I think they have, or at least Anton moved on.
Oh, right. I forgot they mentioned something in the reunion where
Right.
he, I think, was talking to someone new now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Ali said he presented himself in the pods as active, healthy, and a man of God. In the real world, that just wasn't the case. He was eating fast food every day, and he was apparently partying and drinking and going out to strip clubs, and that's just not me. So, and then Anton's perspective on things, he said she was expecting this bougie lifestyle, a private chef, a nanny, all that. That's not me. It felt like she just wanted someone to pay for everything and didn't want to do anything in return. Remember the judgment about him being a truck driver, even though he made 6 figures too?
Oh, right. Yeah.
I forgot about that part. But
Yeah, she did have I will say, it did seem like a little bit where she kind of.
I think her friend said something like, "Oh, he's just a truck driver."
Yeah, like I do think there was some where she kind of wants a more luxurious lifestyle.
Yeah. But Anton makes 6 figures. So he's like, I'm a truck driver making 6 figures. I don't know what the friend was talking about, but
Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess she's looking more for like the millionaire lifestyle.
yeah,
or
maybe.
something.
But yeah, I think that's kind of crazy that Ali says like he presented himself in all these ways. And then once we actually got to the real world, I didn't find any of that to be true. So that's sad. But then also something else that Ali said at the reunion, she was totally grossed out by him wearing flip-flops on their trip that they went on. Which I thought, like, give him a break. Like, what else are you supposed to wear at the beach?
Yeah, I mean.
She's like, oh, his toes really disgusted me. He had his piggies out.
Yeah, I mean.
That was a deal breaker for her.
But wasn't she wearing basically the.
Yeah, but for a guy to show
Same
his
thing.
toes, gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. Was he just supposed to wear sneakers and sweat to death?
Yeah, or you could wear the shoes where your toes show.
What shoes?
For like barefoot, I think makes them or something. They're like big a couple years ago.
Where toes show. She doesn't want to see the toes.
Yeah, but they're covered, so you won't see them.
You said they show.
Well, you see you can like see the toes, but the outline of your toe, but it's basically like a sock.
I know. I get it. I feel like those are so weird.
Yeah, I mean they're very
show
different.
All of your toes, like they outline all your toes.
Right.
I don't like those things. Those are weird.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'd be more accepting, or I don't know.
I think she was just like turned off
effect,
by him in general. That was it. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They really didn't show much chemistry together, all in all.
So Ali and Anton.
Yeah, our
not a great match. First failed couple.
Yeah, but there's plenty more.
There's plenty more to come. But that was fun, kind of just reliving Ali and Anton.
Yeah, well, all in all, I mean, I think, at least for them, I think it was still good lessons, I guess, for each other to have learned.
Definitely.
And they'll move on, and people had something to watch of their lives,
Yep.
I guess. But
moral of the story, flip-flops may be a no-go for males on vacation.
Yeah.
And
drinking in the morning is
not a good plan.
It's tough. I guess you're going to have to find someone on a night shift who will do it with you.
And then not want to go to sleep after, because that's going to be awful.
It's not that different than just doing it at night and then going to sleep.
I guess, but still,
it's all in your head. It's just the concept.
If it's a work night, then that's really not great either, is it?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, regardless, right? If it was, I don't know, Saturday morning, I guess, or something, or Thursday morning, I don't know, but or Friday morning, I mean.
Friday night. I want to dance all night.
But
What's that song?
I don't know.
It's called Friday Night.
Yeah.
It's on an X Factor audition. All right, well that's Allie and Anton.
Woo.
A&A.
Hey, house.
Done.
And who will be going over next time?
Madison and Joe.
Oh, yeah. They definitely had some,
Some wild moments.
yeah, some events for themselves. But we'll get to that next time.
Thanks so much for joining us on our recap of Love is Blind Season 9, Allie and Anton.
Yeah, check us out on social media if you haven't already, and like and subscribe, and tune in next week to talk about Madison and Joe.
Madison and Joe!
Woo, yeah.
I can't wait to talk about them. It's going to be so exciting.
Lots of fights.
All right, well, we will see you for next week.
Ciao.
Bye.